In September 2025, the world of social media and the true crime community were shaken by the tragic death of Yoon, a 24-year-old TikTok creator from South Korea. She had built a devoted following of over 300,000 people, drawn to her authenticity, charm, and the intimate connection she created with her fans. Yoon was more than a content creator. She was a storyteller of her own life. Her videos ranged from daily vlogs, beauty tutorials, and lifestyle tips, to candid reflections about her challenges and aspirations. Fans described her as relatable and approachable, someone whose personality shone through every clip, every live stream, and every interaction online. Yoon's daily routine was rigorous. She spent hours filming multiple short videos, editing content, and engaging with her audience through comments and live streams that sometimes lasted several hours. These live streams were at the heart of her presence, offering fans real-time interaction and a sense of intimacy. It was during these live streams that one viewer, later identified as Choi, became increasingly central to her life. Choi, a man in his early 50s, presented himself online as a successful IT entrepreneur. However, in reality, he was struggling with significant debts and financial difficulties, including the loss of his home. Despite this, he became one of Yoon's top supporters, frequently donating large sums of money during her live streams. Over time, these donations reportedly totaled around $70,000. His contributions earned him the title of VIP fan, which gave him closer access and special recognition in her online community. Initially, Choi's attention might have seemed harmless, even flattering, but over time, his admiration evolved into an unhealthy obsession. He began to push Yoon for professional collaborations and to assert influence over her career decisions. Yoon, recognizing his controlling behavior, tried to establish boundaries and distance herself. Investigators later found evidence that Choi had attempted to physically prevent her from leaving a meeting, a clear escalation from online obsession to real-world threat. According to media reports and investigative sources, Choi's motivations were a complex mix of obsession, financial frustration, and a sense of entitlement. His parasocial attachment, a one-sided relationship where he believed he owned her attention and loyalty, was compounded by his financial contributions, which he likely felt entitled to have recognized or reciprocated. As Yoon distanced herself, he reportedly felt rejected and increasingly desperate. On September 11, 2025, Yoon completed her final live stream from Yeongjong Island. Hours later, she met with Choi, presumably under the guise of a business discussion. Within approximately 30 minutes, her life was tragically ended. Her body was later discovered in a suitcase on a mountainside in Muju County, showing signs of strangulation and multiple bruises, consistent with a violent struggle. Choi initially attempted to mislead authorities, making multiple stops on the way to the mountains, possibly to dispose of evidence. However, he later confessed to the killing, acknowledging that a confrontation had escalated beyond control. Investigators described his actions as the culmination of a dangerous obsession, intertwined with financial desperation and the perceived loss of control over Yoon. The case drew immediate media attention, highlighting the inherent risks social media creators face from obsessive fans. Yoon's death sparked conversations about online safety, the pressures of digital fame, and the need for platforms to provide better protective measures. Experts noted that parasocial relationships, while common, can escalate when fans become overly invested and fail to respect personal boundaries. The public and fan reactions were intense and emotional. Social media was flooded with tributes, with fans expressing grief over the loss of a young woman whose creativity and personality had touched so many lives. Simultaneously, discussions emerged about the mental health risks for both influencers and their followers. the responsibility of social media platforms to monitor potentially dangerous interactions, and the broader implications of fame in a hyper-connected digital world. Yoon's story is a sobering reminder that the digital world, while full of opportunity and connection, carries real risks. Her death illustrates how admiration can quickly turn into obsession and how parasocial relationships can have fatal real-world consequences. Her legacy, though tragically cut short, serves as both a cautionary tale and a call for awareness. Creators must navigate their online presence carefully, while communities and platforms must recognize and mitigate potential dangers. For viewers, the lesson is clear. Respect boundaries online, be vigilant of unhealthy attachments, and understand that the digital connections we form can carry consequences far beyond the screen. Yoon's story is not just about tragedy, it's about awareness, responsibility, and the sometimes hidden dangers of fame in the digital age. Thank you for watching. If you found this story insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more true crime narratives. And always remember, the online world, while full of opportunity, requires caution, awareness, and respect for the boundaries of others.